Howdy folks, Kathy Williams-DeVries here, bringing you another video in my series on the Klose 633 practical daily exercises. We're up to 151, so we're up to B flat, and it's during this set of exercises that we go over the break for the second time. We did briefly go over the break in exercise 141. But I'm going to zoom in now away from my head so you won't see my ugly mug anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in close on my fingers so you can see exactly what I'm doing. There you go, that's much better. So, 151. You want a good connection between B flat and E flat, and also between D flat and E flat. Do not use that E flat. It's almost a quarter tone sharp, and as I said in previous videos, I'll personally come over to your house and slap you on the head if you use that. Okay, 152, much the same as the last one, except we've got an F in the mix. Note that yes, my fingers aren't curved. Unfortunately, I learnt how to play flat fingered and I've never grown out of it. But do not copy what I'm doing, except in fingerings. 153, we've got a C flat. I advise you to use the forked fingering. And you want a nice clean C flat to D flat. 154, we have our B flat triad. Note that to keep the thumb away from the tone hole when you're playing the B flat, maybe this might be a bit better. See that there? Sorry. Because I see if you leave it on, it doesn't really come out well. In fact, I'll just go in a little bit more. That's better. 155, B flat minor. 156, we've got part of a diminished triad. You want a really good connection between E flat and G flat and G flat and A. 157, dominant 7th on B flat. Now we add the 9th, major 9th and then minor 9th. And we've gone over the break again. See how close my fingers are to the keys? 159, we've got the direct diminished chord. And that's we're done for B flat A sharp. We're now moving on to B natural. Pretty straightforward. You can also use this one for practice. That's a bit more of a workout. 161, a really smooth connection between B and C sharp. You've got to coordinate those two fingers exactly. Otherwise, you'll end up with notes you don't want. minor triad. .163. You want nice connections between the A sharp and C sharp, and also between the B and the D. And then 164, remembering E sharp's an F natural. So we're really moving into left-hand stuff here, and it's absolutely brilliant. Before we were mainly sort of working in the low end, but now we're coming into the left-hand stuff. We're doing a lot of right-hand stuff, now we're doing left-hand stuff. 165, so you want smooth connections. This is preparing you for B major and parts of E major as well. And I've got water. Okay. 166 is interesting. I've got water in the key. Let's try that again. So really smooth. You're coordinating a lot of fingers there, that's quite difficult. 167 I would start on the forked fingering. Now 168, preparing for B major. A little bit of G minor, but in the first inversion. 169. So really smooth connection between the D sharp and the B. Now, there's only one way I'm going to get rid of this water, and that's by pulling through the instrument. And I can keep blowing at it for until I'm blue in the face, but it's never going to go away unless I pull it through. 170, we go over the break again. You can choose which, either B, I think I prefer this one. Difficult going between the F sharp and the B. You want that really smooth, and then we've got the B minor. I prefer to use the right hand B just to keep it in the one hand, but if you choose to use the other B, that's absolutely fine. Now we've got part of the diminished chord. See how little my hands move, my fingers move. The less they move, the better chance you've got of being able to go a lot quicker. Now we've got the B7. Between the D sharp and the B, you want to really smooth, and the D sharp and the F sharp. Then we've got major and minor ninths. And then it changes to the minor. Now I've got a bit of a diminished action happening. we're now looking at starting on the C. So 176, we're looking at C to D flat. That's pretty basic, as is 177 C to D. Yes, my fingers should be more curved, but what are you going to do after 20 years of playing, 25 years of playing? 178 is the C Minor Arpeggio. Notice I changed E flat, so I prefer to keep it in the one hand if possible. And now 179, we're adding E flat to the mix. And much the same at 180. Going from D flat to E flat's not quite as easy as I'm making it out to be. 181 adds F to the mix. 182, a G flat comes in, I use the side fingering. And then we're now coming back to C going down to E, but the other way, starting on C rather than starting on E. And you can use the other hand. But it's a little bit harder to coordinate because you're doing it over two hands rather than one. 184. That's the only fingering you can use because you've got that A flat in there. Interesting little riff at that. 185, we're looking at F minor again and a bit of F major. Notice that I can change back to the regular F for the A natural. 186, we've got first inversion of A flat major triad. And then the other way. Now, you can do E flat either this way or this way. Your choice. 188, do not use this E flat. I will seriously come around and slap you if you use that one. And you know that the Klose says play all the E flats with both index fingers. No. No. 189, a simple C major triad. And now we're going over the break, C major. See how closely my fingers are sitting. That's seriously how close they're sitting. And C minor. Try to get it as smooth as you can. I'm not as smooth as I want it to be. 192, we've got a bit of diminished happening. And see how close my fingers are. we've got the C7. And then the major and minor ninths. Now we move to B sharp, which of course is C. Not as easy as I'm making it out to be. That can be quite tricky. So we're done with C. We're now moving on to C sharp. This is, and 196 harder than I'm going to make it out to be. It is quite tricky coordinating two pinkies. And raising the little finger and third finger. And I don't know quite why they've repeated it. Oh, that's trilling. Raising only the ring finger. Doesn't make too much of a difference, that's easy. 198, C sharp to D sharp, we've already done this with D flat to E flat. Hmm. 199, C sharp minor. And then 200. I try to keep it in the one hand. So we're moving into some really, really fun left hand stuff. So that's enough from me. I'm only doing 50 per video, just so that the videos aren't too long. They're only about sort of between 20 and 25 minutes each. This is going to be a little bit shorter than 20 minutes, which is great for you guys. So please join me for 201 to 250. We'll have some great left hand stuff, and we'll be working over the break as well. So, thanks for listening. Bye for now.